I was sitting on the harbour wall this morning, watching a couple share a flask of tea. They weren't talking very much. Every now and then, one of them pointed out toward the sea, and the other nodded. They sat there for a while, watching the tide move slowly across the stones below them. Eventually, they stood up and walked away. It struck me that nobody will remember that moment except them. And yet perhaps that's true of most of the moments that matter. I've been thinking lately about the moments nobody writes down. Not the big ones, the promotions, the holidays, the milestones, but the small ones that slip past while you're living them. The way light falls across the kitchen window on a Tuesday morning. A conversation that meanders and surprises you. The particular comfort of walking a familiar path. We're taught to reach for the extraordinary, aren't we? To climb higher, achieve more, become someone remarkable. And that drive isn't wrong. It's kept many of us moving forward. But I'm learning something different now, something quieter. The moments that make a life worth living aren't usually the ones we're chasing. They're the ones we stumble into and then have the good sense to notice. I think about that a lot. How much of my earlier years I spent focused on the next thing. There was always another email waiting, another target to reach, another reason to believe happiness would arrive later. And some of that ambition was healthy, maybe even necessary. But I wonder what I missed while I was looking beyond the horizon. Here's what I'm discovering. The small moments are where life actually lives. They're where you laugh at something absurd, where someone listens to you without an agenda, where you feel comfortable in your own skin for a little while. Not because anything extraordinary is happening, but because you're actually there, not halfway into tomorrow, not regretting yesterday, but present in the life that's happening right now. The strange thing is, you can't manufacture these moments. You can't schedule them or add them to a list. They seem to arrive when you're paying attention, when you're not so focused on where you're going that you forget to notice where you are. I'm not saying ambition is bad. But perhaps the most important work we do is learning to notice, to pause, to be surprised by kindness, to taste the tea before it goes cold, to let a conversation be exactly what it is without wondering what it might become. Perhaps that's why the moments nobody writes down matter so much. The cup of tea, the familiar walk, the unexpected conversation, the quiet Tuesday morning. None of them will make the history books, but I wonder if they're the moments that quietly become a life. What if the most successful life isn't the one with the most accomplishments, but the one where you truly noticed you were living it? Until next time, keep wondering.